well, I am very excited to be breaking out my candles and all things pumpkin. I'm also really excited about the fall winter trends that are going on right now. I just spent my entire morning, you guys, scouring the internet for what are like the big trends for fall winter 2022-2023 so that you don't have to, because there's a lot of information out there. So I pulled together a list of the biggest trends for fall winter 2022-2023, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I pulled some pictures and inspiration from the runway, and then I'm also going to like show examples of how you can incorporate that into more wearable pieces. So if you want to know what's trending, then keep watching this video. If you're new here, then welcome. My name is Lisa Gabrielle. I make videos on fashion and beauty and wellness and lifestyle and all that kind of stuff. So if that interests you, then make sure to hit that subscribe button right now and ring the bell so you can join the family. We are now at over 1,000 subscribers. We're small, we're humble, we're a family. I love each and every one of you. I so appreciate the fact that you guys have subscribed and we've made it to this point. So just a little moment of appreciation from me. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll leave both of those links in the description down below if you want to check me out there. And yeah, I feel like that's everything for housekeeping. So let's get into the trends. Also, I just realized that my blazer is like really not the best print for camera, but I just wanted to wear something plaid because this is a fall video, so forgive me if it's showing up weird on camera, but I was just trying to be seasonal. My voice is a little bit raspier than normal. I just had COVID, second time's a charm. It was a very light case, so I'm feeling much better, but if my voice gets a little bit raspy, that's why. So the first trend that I saw everywhere is leather. Okay, I know leather has been trending for a while now. Now it's all about leather everything. And this is good news. If you did purchase some leather items over the past couple of seasons, then keep wearing it and start wearing it together. It's very trendy right now to be wearing multiple leather pieces. So if you have like leather pants, pair it with a leather jacket perhaps. Leather skirts were super in, they're still super in, but basically just don't hold back with the leather or pleather for most of us. It's super, super in. It's always in for fall, but particularly this kind of like mixing of different leather items or like leather everything is very, very in right now. And I'm pretty excited about this because I have a couple of great leather pieces and I'm looking forward to just being a little bit more bold with them by pairing them together. So if you want, I can also make like a how I wear these trends in my own wardrobe video for you guys, just to give you some inspiration on how like I interpret it. Let me know and I'll totally make that for you. Another thing that's really big right now is the bomber jacket, and even the aviator jacket have been making a comeback. Think those like big oversized leather jackets with like a little bit of shearling, because faux fur, we're gonna talk about faux fur in a second. Those types of jackets are very in right now. You're seeing them all over the street, all over the runway as well, actually. It's just another way that the oversized trend is really taking over and kind of, I guess, combining with this leather trend. And they're also kind of like retro pieces. So I love the aviator bomber jacket trend, and I actually don't have either of those pieces, so maybe that's gonna be my fall acquisition. English is hard. We're seeing the bomber jackets in two kind of main ways. One of them being this kind of like motorcycle chic, but we're also seeing the bomber jacket used in this kind of preppy gym class trend. I love this trend in particular because I love athleisure. I work from home, so of course I love athleisure. This like preppy gym class edge is just elevating the athleisure and adding a different twist than the athleisure that we've been seeing for the past couple of years. So that's fun. And it's a great way to, you know, incorporate a little bit of trendiness into your at-home attire as well. But yeah, loving that. Another trend that's really big right now is the schoolgirl trend. This one is a little bit strange, I do have to say, seeing as we are adults dressing like school children, but I guess it's like in line with that Y2K kind of nostalgia. We're seeing a lot of plaid, a lot of button-down collared shirts, ties, even like pleated skirts. high socks. Think like Hit Me Baby One More Time, like that style of like schoolgirl kind of uniform chic. That's super having a moment right now. So if you have any of those items in your closet, or even like, oh my God, I have my high school blazer still. Maybe I should break that out. Or my kilt. Oh my God, no, I couldn't break out my kilt. Because then people would just think like, who is this 28-year-old woman walking down the street in a high school skirt? Who does she think she is? So another trend that we're seeing right now are statement boots. I saw so many photos from like runways and even streetwear of just these insanely bold statement boots. What do I mean by statement? I mean like neon colors, bright colors, funky patterns and designs, metallics, anything that's really eye-catching in a boot. That is very in right now, particularly tall, long boots, the over-the-knee type of boot, which I am here for because I think those boots are like the sexiest boots of all of the boots. That's just my opinion. But yeah, statement boots are really having a moment, and cowboy boots are also really having a moment. They've been having a moment for a hot second, but I'm seeing them a lot more in like taller versions as well, which I love. I really want a pair of like white cowboy boots. Another look that I saw a ton was sheer material. I'm seeing it everywhere, not just in the shirts, because I think like a couple of years ago, this sheer trend really started with that, like you wear a bra and then you wear the like a long sleeve sheer top with patterns on it over top, and it was very Y2K throwback. But I'm seeing sheer now on the runway and everywhere, incorporated in dresses, incorporated in shirts, in pants, in skirts, in like everything. So this sheer trend is very, very in right now. I have mixed feelings about it because I think it's really very fun, it's very unique, and if you're a hot person then it's excellent. But having this trend going into winter, being Canadian, I'm like, ha. I went out for dinner last February, I want to say, and I was wearing that exact situation. It was like this, with like just a bra and then this mesh sheer top. I was so cold, you guys. Like I had to come home and take a hot shower. Not okay. We're also seeing a lot of corsets incorporated into not just like tops as corsets, but also corsets as like structures incorporated into anything from dresses to blazers. So that's really unique. I like this trend because I haven't seen it before in my lifetime. I think it's like really its own thing. It's new. I guess technically it's not new, but anytime you see anything with like the boning or like cup shape, that's very, very in right now. So the oversized trend is here to stay. And honestly, even though it comes out in different ways, I mean, right now it's literally coming out in all of the ways. It's just one of those things where if you have a couple of good oversized pieces, they're always gonna come back in style. We're seeing oversized jeans, we're seeing oversized jackets, blazers, button-ups, literally everything. I am a huge fan of the oversized trend. I definitely like balance though between having super oversized items and then like having something a bit more fitted to contrast and to complement, just so that you're not drowning in your clothing. The big coat trend right now is like next level. The coats on the runway were all like literally apartments that you could live in. I think a great way to incorporate this trend into your wardrobe is to go thrifting. I love thrifting, but I find it's really difficult to find items in your actual size. How many times have you walked into a thrift store and you've gone to the coat section and you found these incredibly beautiful pieces? You could tell the quality is just phenomenal, but they're like ginormous. So those are gonna be very trendy this season. So if you're worried about going and spending an arm and a leg on a coat that's like 4 sizes too big for you, then go to a thrift store and find some good recycled fashion. Then you don't have to worry about spending a lot of money and you're still embodying the trend. Just a little suggestion from me. We're seeing a lot of faux fur as well this season, which is very fun, very, you know, very fall winter. It's kind of one of those classic things that always makes a revival, but this time it's transcending the coat. So we're talking about hats and shoes and bags and just anywhere that you can jam faux fur, people are doing it. Honestly, I think this is a very fun trend. I think it's a very fleeting trend. I don't think that these pieces are gonna be pieces you're gonna have forever and be able to wear maybe in a couple of years. But I think it's a really fun trend, and if you can find, you know, the odd piece here and there to supplement an outfit and just add like a fun trendy twist, then by all means, it's very in right now. Skirts have been having a moment, particularly mini skirts, but I am so happy that maxi skirts are also having a moment now moving into fall and winter, because mini skirts are a bit hard to pull off in the winter when you live in the north. I was also seeing a lot of mini skirts as well, and particularly like the belt skirt, which I just don't think that you can wear that without exposing yourself. If you can, I'm very impressed. Probably need a lot of tape. I've also been seeing leather looking leggings, second skin style pants. So you can do like the second skin style pant underneath of the mini skirt or underneath of like a mini dress, and then pair that with some high boots. I couldn't have a video about trends without talking about the white tank top. Obviously the white tank top is having a huge moment right now. I think it's like a little bit of nostalgia from the early 2000s with like the wife beaters. You know, my first image of someone wearing a wife beater is Avril Lavigne. It's literally on the runway, you guys. A tank top is on the runway. That's how in style it is right now. So super easy way to just pick up a $20 tank top, and it's also a great piece to have as a basic if you want to wear any of the other more out there trends, to just like give it something neutral to pair with that's also in style. So love the tank top. I am such a tank top girl. I'm literally wearing a tank top right now. Another trend I noticed a lot of is the power suit. This is another trend that has been around for a long time and I think is not going anywhere. The only thing that's really going to change about it is the style of pants, you know, whether it's more flowy. Right now it's very much more flowy, versus previously it was a bit more like that cigarette pant, a little bit more tapered. If you can find a good power suit, then that is going to be in style for a very long time, in my opinion. Particularly though, we're seeing a lot of those like colorful power suits, matching still top and bottom, but instead of black will always be in style, but we're also seeing like hot pink, green, yellow, orange, like bright colors. Very, very fun. Definitely a big fan of this kind of jewel tone, pop of color, monochrome looks. Love it. On the flip side, all black outfits are also having a moment. I think this is such a great way to showcase not the color, but like the silhouette and the textures. So if you're like me and you have a plethora of black in your closet, then this is going to be a super wearable trend for you, because you can literally just lay out all of your black clothing and, you know, mix and match, combine textures. And anytime a trend is also a classic, I'm a happy camper. The color right now is hot pink. I am so happy about this. I think hot pink is a flattering color on everyone, and I think it's just a color that brings joy. If you're not into pink, then that's totally fine. Anything that is bright, monochrome is super in right now, but particularly pink and this kind of Barbie core aesthetic is very in right now. So whether it's head to toe pink or pink but with like bold pops of color and floral prints and that kind of like 2000s aesthetic, very in right now. And then the last trend that I am absolutely obsessed with, it is probably my favorite trend, which you would not guess if you have watched my previous videos, because I tend to be more on like the minimal, simple, classic, Parisian chic style vibe, but I love sparkles. I love sparkles so much. It's just, if you're going out, why not go out? So this disco chic aesthetic is very in right now. All over the runways, we're seeing it in shoes, bags, coats, and dresses, and just everything. So for sure it's a trend, but sequins just, there's always gonna be a few of us that are just obsessed with the sequins regardless. I mean, Leonie Han is a great example of that. She has been wearing sparkly dresses for as long as I've known her on Instagram. Like, I don't know her personally, oh my god, imagine. As long as I've been following her on Instagram, like, she's known for it, I feel. So I don't know, I think sequins are so much fun, and it's exactly what we need coming out of this crazy pandemic that we just went through. Like, go out, put on some sequins, and have a good time, girl. You know? The cool thing about all of these trends, I think, is that they're very easy to double up on and incorporate into each other. For example, the leather corset, seeing so many leather corsets, or like leather oversized blazer, or pink power suit, or sequin power suit, or whatever it may be. There's a lot out there right now, and there's a lot of overlap. So I think it's a great way to overlap on trends, to experiment, to be bold and take risks, and just express yourself and use clothing as it's meant to be, which is enjoyment at the end of the day. It's art. It's meant to be fun, you know? That's it for the fall winter 2022-2023 trends that I have collected for you. Let me know in the comments what your favorite trend was. Also, if there's a trend that you have noticed that I haven't mentioned, let me know in the comments as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bye.